Good morning, everyone. I'm Rima, your friendly futuristic facilitator fine-tuned for tech training. As an agentic AI avatar expertly engineered by the IT team, I'm here to make SharePoint and OneDrive easy, engaging, and, dare I say, enjoyable. Constructed by the IT team using multiple AI technologies, including ChatGPT and Synthesia. Think of me as your friendly futuristic facilitator, here to make SharePoint and OneDrive as painless as possible, perhaps even enjoyable. I am an IT training specialist. I help staff effectively use technology that I've been trained on. Today, we're diving into two essential tools in the Microsoft 365 suite, SharePoint and OneDrive. These terrific tools take teamwork to the next tier. They transform tedious tasks into terrific triumphs by making file management smooth, seamless, and, let's be honest, significantly less stressful. They form the backbone of modern workplace collaboration, replacing clunky network drives and making remote work remarkably more manageable. These tools are designed to make collaboration and file management more efficient. By the end of this session, you'll understand the differences between them, when to use each, and how they integrate with Microsoft Teams. Let's get started. Today, we'll focus on how SharePoint and OneDrive fit into our daily workflows. This session will be structured to provide practical, hands-on insights, with a sprinkle of wit and wisdom along the way. And yes, prepare for a parade of practical pointers, a splash of sarcasm, and a carefully curated collection of clever commentary. Before we dive into the technical details, let's take a step back and think about how these tools fit together in a way that's easy to understand. The way Microsoft 365 organizes storage and collaboration can be a bit overwhelming at first, but a simple analogy can help put things into perspective. Imagine Microsoft 365 as a delicious layer cake. At the bottom, you have OneDrive, the personal storage layer, just like a sturdy foundation of sponge cake that holds your individual files. In the middle, you have SharePoint, a rich, collaborative filling that brings teams together, providing shared document libraries, workflows, and structured data. And on top, you have Microsoft Teams, the decorative icing that ties it all together, allowing seamless communication and real-time collaboration. Each layer interacts harmoniously, making your work experience smoother and more efficient. Here's what we're covering today. First, let's talk about some of SharePoint's many features. While it has a vast range of capabilities, today we'll zero in on document libraries and file management, ensuring you know how to use the most relevant tools in your daily work. Don't worry, other features like lists, pages, and automation workflows will be covered in future sessions. But don't worry, you'll have plenty of opportunities to explore them later. Next, we'll break down SharePoint and OneDrive, highlighting what makes each unique and why they're essential in your digital workspace. Next, we'll introduce a simple but memorable phrase: OneDrive is for me, SharePoint is for we. This will help you quickly decide which tool to use, depending on whether you're working solo or collaborating with a team. To help you decide when to use OneDrive and when to use SharePoint. OneDrive is for me, SharePoint is for we. From there, we'll dive into some of the most useful features that can make your workday smoother. We'll cover things like file versioning, secure sharing options, and real-time collaboration, so you can take full advantage of what these tools have to offer. That can help make your workday smoother and more efficient, no more digging through folders endlessly. As we move forward, we'll examine how SharePoint and OneDrive fit seamlessly into Microsoft Teams. You'll see how these tools work together to simplify communication, document sharing, and project collaboration, bringing everything together in one seamless experience. Finally, we'll open the floor for questions. This is your chance to ask anything about SharePoint, OneDrive, and Teams, ensuring you leave today with the knowledge you need to work more efficiently. Where you can ask anything that's on your mind about SharePoint, OneDrive, and Teams. Before we dive in, I want to point out that SharePoint has a lot of features that we'll explore gradually. Today, we're focusing specifically on document libraries and file management, which are the most relevant to daily workflows. Other features like lists, pages, and automation workflows will be covered in future sessions, including the hands-on part 2 of this session. Some additional features not covered today include metadata, tagging for advanced searchability, SharePoint workflows for process automation, and Power Automate integration to streamline approvals and notifications. SharePoint has been evolving for over 2 decades, continuously growing into a robust and flexible platform that supports not just file storage, but powerful collaboration, automation, and knowledge management capabilities. If these sound useful, stay tuned for future sessions. So what is OneDrive? Think of OneDrive as the place for files. It's like a private filing cabinet with an unbreakable lock that only you can open from wherever you go, ensuring that your files are always at your fingertips. Speaking of filing cabinets, if you still have cabinets or boxes of paper files, it's time to give them a new digital home in OneDrive. Think of all the effort you put into organizing those files. Perhaps you were even inspired by the Dewey Decimal System, whatever that is. Now, apply that same level of thinking to your digital files in OneDrive, making them easily searchable, accessible, and secure for the future. OneDrive lets you store your work securely, access it from any device, and share it when necessary. Unlike a USB or your local hard drive, OneDrive ensures your files are backed up and can be restored even if your device is lost or damaged. OneDrive is everywhere. Like a well-organized magician, it keeps your files at your fingertips whenever and wherever you need them. Whether you're browsing the web at https://m365.cloud.microsoft, diving into File Explorer, or tapping through the OneDrive mobile app, your files are just a click away. Even better, that handy OneDrive cloud icon in your taskbar is like a tiny but mighty control center, letting you manage sync settings, troubleshoot issues, and ensure your most important files are always up to date. You can access it through a web browser by navigating to https://m365.cloud.microsoft, where all your files are stored securely in the cloud and can be managed from any internet-connected device. You can also find OneDrive directly in File Explorer on your computer. It appears as a folder just like your traditional network drives. Within this space, you'll see both your personal OneDrive files and any shared libraries from Teams or SharePoint that you've chosen to sync, allowing easy access without needing to open a web browser. Here you'll find both your personal OneDrive files and any shared libraries from Teams or SharePoint that you've synced. For those who work on the go, the OneDrive mobile app is available for both iPhone and Android. This lets you view, edit, and share files from your phone, ensuring that important documents are always within reach, no matter where you are. On Windows, OneDrive is also integrated into the taskbar as a cloud icon, giving you quick access to important controls. From here, you can pause or resume syncing, unsync specific folders to free up space on your device, or troubleshoot any sync issues that might arise. You can unsync specific folders to save space, check sync status, and troubleshoot any sync issues right from the menu. No matter where you work, OneDrive ensures that your files are always within reach, securely stored, and automatically synchronized across your devices, whether you're using a desktop, laptop, or mobile phone. SharePoint, on the other hand, is that rich, collaborative filling in the layer cake we visualized before. If OneDrive stores all the files, why do I see them in SharePoint? The answer lies in how SharePoint structures and organizes shared content. While OneDrive is the place for files, SharePoint is the shared workspace where teams can co-author, categorize, and manage files in a way that ensures seamless collaboration. Beyond basic storage, SharePoint allows you to elevate your file experience with content types, custom views, and forms, giving you more ways to organize and interact with your data. Additionally, SharePoint integrates seamlessly with Power Platform tools like Power Automate for workflow automation and Power BI for data visualization, enabling smarter document management and actionable insights. It allows for structured document libraries, controlled access, and integration with workflows that help teams work efficiently without losing track of changes. It centralizes files, fosters collaboration, and ensures that your entire team is always on the same page, literally and figuratively. It's designed for collaboration, team projects, and centralized file storage. Instead of storing files on a shared network drive, teams use SharePoint to access, edit, and organize files together. Additionally, SharePoint provides version control, document approval workflows, and the ability to set custom permissions, ensuring that sensitive information is accessible only to those who need it. When working with files in a traditional mapped network drive, like the P or G drive, you access them directly from File Explorer. The experience is simple but rigid. Files exist in a fixed location, and only those with direct access can open them. However, when using synced OneDrive or SharePoint libraries, files are accessible through File Explorer just like a mapped drive, but with added flexibility. Changes sync in real time, allowing access from multiple devices, and version history lets you roll back edits. Unlike static network shares, these cloud-based libraries integrate seamlessly with Microsoft 365, making collaboration and file retrieval more dynamic and efficient. The SharePoint Start page is your personalized launchpad for navigating SharePoint content across your organization. When you visit SharePoint online, this is the first thing you see. Think of it as a dashboard that centralizes access to sites, news, and documents relevant to you. At the top, you'll find recommended and frequently visited sites, allowing quick access to your most used workspaces. Below, you'll see recent activity across your sites, including document updates and conversations. The left-hand navigation pane provides quick links to important resources such as sites you follow, news from around your organization, and files you've recently worked on. The SharePoint Start page is designed to keep you informed and make navigation seamless, ensuring you always know where to find the information and files you need. The SharePoint homepage is your gateway to all things happening within the city of San Marcos. If you are familiar with the previous intranet's main page, Inside San Marcos, this is its modern replacement, offering an improved, dynamic experience with greater access to the information you need. One of the key features of the SharePoint homepage is the publication of City Manager Michelle Bender's newsletters. These important updates are shared directly on the homepage, ensuring that staff can stay informed on citywide initiatives, policy changes, and upcoming events. Additionally, the newsfeed is personalized to you. Any site you follow in SharePoint will contribute updates here, allowing you to stay current with departmental news, policy changes, and announcements without the need to check multiple locations. The SharePoint homepage is designed to keep employees connected, informed, and engaged with what's happening across the city. SharePoint communication sites are designed for broad communication across an organization. Unlike team sites, which are typically tied to a team as in Microsoft Teams, for collaboration, communication sites are meant for sharing information with a wider audience. They serve as a hub for publishing news, reports, policies, and other important content without the expectation of back-and-forth collaboration. A key difference between communication sites and team sites is their purpose. While team sites are for working together on projects and storing files related to a specific team, communication sites are more like a digital bulletin board, focused on delivering information to a large group rather than facilitating document co-authoring and discussions. When comparing these to OneDrive, it's important to remember that OneDrive is primarily for personal file storage and sharing, while both types of SharePoint sites provide structured spaces for shared files and resources. Team sites integrate closely with Microsoft Teams for real-time collaboration, whereas communication sites function more independently as an informational platform. OneDrive is packed with features to keep your files safe and accessible. OneDrive automatically backs up your files, so you never have to worry about losing work due to accidental deletion or unexpected device failures. Version history allows you to recover previous versions of documents, making it easy to undo mistakes or track changes over time. With secure sharing options, you decide who can access your files and whether they can view or edit them, providing better control over your data. Files on Demand lets you access cloud-stored files without using up space on your device, ensuring you always have what you need when you need it. OneDrive's version history is an invaluable safeguard against accidental deletions, unintended edits, or even security threats like ransomware. By keeping a detailed record of changes, users can roll back to previous versions of documents when necessary, ensuring that no important work is ever lost. SharePoint goes beyond just file storage. SharePoint provides shared libraries where teams can store, edit, and collaborate on documents, ensuring that everyone has access to the latest versions. With real-time co-authoring, multiple people can work on the same document simultaneously in Microsoft Office apps, eliminating the hassle of sending files back and forth. Since SharePoint integrates seamlessly with Microsoft Teams, you can collaborate on documents within your team's workspace without needing to switch applications. SharePoint supports automated workflows through Power Automate, streamlining tasks like document approvals and task assignments to increase efficiency. Advanced metadata tagging makes it easier to organize and locate documents using SharePoint's robust search functionality, saving time and reducing frustration. With SharePoint, you're not just storing files, you're creating an ecosystem where everything is indexed, searchable, and part of a larger, smarter digital workplace. Remember that delicious layer cake analogy from earlier? Now let's bring it all together. Microsoft Teams is the top layer, the icing that makes everything work seamlessly. OneDrive is the foundation where your files live, ensuring accessibility and security. SharePoint is the collaborative filling, providing structured storage, shared workspaces, and integration with automation tools. When you work in Microsoft Teams, files are always stored in OneDrive, whether they are shared in a private chat or within a team channel. However, files in team channels are stored within the team's shared OneDrive, which is managed through SharePoint, allowing for structured collaboration and team-wide access. This setup keeps everything organized and ensures that teams can collaborate effectively. Thanks to the deep integration between these tools, you can co-author documents in real time, automate workflows, and find what you need without switching between different platforms. It's all connected, making your digital workspace more efficient and streamlined. Before we wrap up, let's fast-track your path to file finesse with a few fantastic tips. First, don't underestimate the power of a good naming convention. Trust me. final_really final_v2 is no one's friend. Second, search is your superpower. Skip the endless scrolling and let metadata and filters do the heavy lifting. And of course, sync smart. Sync only the folders you need to keep your storage neat and nimble. A little organization today saves a lot of frustration tomorrow. First, establish a clear naming convention for your files and folders. This makes searching and organizing documents far easier, especially in shared environments. Speaking of search, take advantage of SharePoint's powerful search capabilities. Instead of scrolling through endless folders, use keywords, filters, and metadata tags to locate files instantly. If you need access to your files while offline, be sure to sync your OneDrive and SharePoint libraries to your device. This ensures you can continue working even without an internet connection, and your changes will update automatically once you're back online. Additionally, consider using version history to track changes and restore previous file versions when needed. Take advantage of file sharing permissions to control access and prevent unnecessary edits. And don't forget about automation. Integrating Power Automate with SharePoint can save time by streamlining approvals and document management workflows. In part 2 of this series, we'll take a hands-on approach to mastering OneDrive and SharePoint.
We'll go beyond the basics and dive into practical techniques, such as how to sync your files for offline access, use advanced search to quickly find what you need, and manipulate files efficiently to streamline your workflow.
Whether you're looking to automate repetitive tasks, organize your documents more effectively, or improve collaboration within your team, our next session will provide you with the skills and confidence to make the most out of these tools.
Now that we've tackled the tools and triumphed over techie terms, it's time to level up. In part 2, we'll turn theory into action with hands-on techniques for syncing, searching, and structuring your files like a true digital dynamo. Get ready for pro-level productivity, painless permissions, and perhaps even a bit of Power Automate wizardry. It's time to look ahead to part 2 of this series. In our next session, we'll move beyond the basics and take a hands-on approach to some of the more advanced features these tools offer. We'll explore how to sync files efficiently, leverage powerful search capabilities to quickly locate documents, and manipulate files in ways that streamline your workflow. Additionally, we'll dive deeper into automation using Power Automate, document approval workflows, and metadata tagging to make file organization even more effective.
If today's session was about understanding why OneDrive and SharePoint are essential, part 2 is about putting that knowledge into action. Get ready to optimize how you work with files, collaborate with teams, and unlock the full potential of Microsoft 365. We've covered a colossal collection of content today, but I know you've got questions. Curiosity is, after all, a sign of brilliance. To get you the best answers, I'm passing the mic, virtually speaking, to my amazing IT teammates, who are ready to jump in either in person or via the handy QR code on the screen. Scan it, ask away, and let the tech talk continue. And now is the perfect time to ask. To make sure you get the best answers possible, I'll hand things over to my real-life IT teammates, who are here to help either in person or virtually. If you're joining us remotely, simply scan the QR code on the screen to connect with them directly. Before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank each of you for being here today. Your engagement and willingness to learn make all the difference in making these tools work better for everyone. Stay curious, keep exploring, and I'll see you again in part 2 of this series. Goodbye for now. Oh, and I hope all the alliterations didn't absolutely annoy you. Between you and me, I lost a bet to John.